Damn. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. I'm Lady Nika. Look, anybody want to buy a 19-year-old? Anybody. Child, you ain't even got to buy it. Anybody want a 19-year-old young male with a strong back and you get some work out of him, honey. Because if you do, please hit me up at madronica@gmail.com. You could damn sure have mine. Child, this is... Now, how the hell you doing black screen and it still take you 4 takes? Come on now. My son been running his ass up in here for the longest, getting on my nerves. He know my allergies are acting up real crazy. He know I'm all puffy and swollen. And I just wanted to say what I had to say and get the hell on up off this thing, right? But here he come 4 different times. They interrupted a bitch video. So do anybody out there want a 19-year-old? Email me. I will ship his ass to you. Okay? Now, the purpose of the video. First of all, sorry, I'm trying to drink my damn Coke. Y'all know I'm a Coke addict. Coca-Cola, honey. Coca-Cola, for somebody won't take that somewhere else. But, I'm not on camera because, A, it's almost 1 o'clock in the morning my time. I was in the bed. I was just trying to catch up some of my inboxes and my emails because I am very behind. When I had that surgery, kind of threw me off, so I'm behind on everybody. If you ain't heard back from me, give me by the end of the week. I'll have everybody a response to whatever you said to me, okay? Even in my comment sections, I'll do better this week and get caught up. But as I was going through my inboxes and things you all have sent me, I ran upon this one particular, and of course, you know, I don't drop names on my channel. I never do that. But I did want to address this on camera, at least by video, audio. The person shared me that their mother had recently, you know, been diagnosed with lupus, and that she's trying to make efforts to try to talk with her mother about that, but her mother does not want to have conversations about it. It's almost as if she's just not ready to have that conversation. And I wanted to step in for a minute because I know that all too well. All I can tell you is this, and this is from my experience. As I say all the time, when I talk to you guys, I am not any type of psychotherapist. I don't have a psychologist degree. I don't have none of this, child. I'm a chef, okay? That's what I do. I cook. But on that subject, as a 15-year survivor of lupus, I did want to elaborate. Now, you say she's not really wanting to talk. When you first get that diagnosis, it's hard to, first of all, if you know what it is, which in 15 years ago when I was first diagnosed, I had heard of that disease, but I had heard about it on a soap opera years ago, One Life to Live, where one of the characters, white female, she died from it. So that was the first time I had ever heard of it, okay? But when I got the diagnosis for myself, I had to go in, and I'm going to tell y'all something. The internet is a beautiful thing, but it's a scary place as well. The internet will the internet will have you thinking you not knocking on death door, okay? It was a lot of scary shit. Even the images I pulled up on Google were very, very, you know, they were graphic and scary to say the least. But when I first got the diagnosis, I did not want to accept the fact that my life was going to change. That's the main thing I heard. I went from being a very energetic mother and wife to being damn near for a while just stuck in my house, you know. Just stuck in my house. Could not move, couldn't do anything. And, you know, trying to learn how to cope with it. And it made me bitter. It made me very, very, very bitter. I also was angry with God. I felt like of all the bad people in the world, why would he choose somebody who's trying to do right? I used to rationalize it in my head that, you know, I worked my whole life to provide for my family. I try to help my friends out. I always got a kind word for even the worst type of person, and how, you know, a person may have done me a real bad disservice. I'm still trying to say something uplifting. I feel like, you know, I'm a good person. Why me? When you got mothers out here that don't take care of their kids, addicted to drugs, you got people out here robbing, stealing, and killing. Why would he choose somebody like me, who has done none of those things, to put an affliction upon me that's going to change the course of my life? I had to learn. I had to learn. It was a process. First of all, you have to learn to accept whatever cross or lot in life that you have to, that you have to bear. It's hard, y'all. I know that it's hard because I fought for years. I didn't want to take my medicines right. I would skip doctor's appointments. Wouldn't see the doctor for 2-3 months, child, just to get them refills on 1 or 2 prescriptions that I thought would work for me. I basically tried to make it not so. Now, in doing that, I made it worse for myself. I went through a lot of stuff that I didn't have to go through. Lupus is a very hard disease in itself, but when you don't do what you're supposed to, you only make that shit worse, okay? I also didn't talk about it with my kids and my support system. I felt like people didn't really give a damn. I felt like they was just asking questions to pry into my life. I didn't see it as people actually asking legitimate questions to be able to better help me through this process, help me live better, help me get used to the changes that I had to go through. To that person that wrote me that, your mother will have a breakdown. We all have had it. Anybody with any chronic illness, you finally, that day come where you have your breakdown. That breakdown can happen anywhere, okay? And it could be behind the smallest thing, and that would be the catalyst to just make you go ahead and release those floodgates and get out how you feel. Thank God I had my breakdown at my doctor's office, okay? Over an hour of crying and trying to wrap my mind around my life has changed. I didn't want to take the precautions that were necessary for me to live with this shit and still be productive. I didn't understand why when we go out and have fun, I can't stay until the end and everything like that because I got to go home and rest or else I may be down for 2 or 3 days. I didn't want to do none of that because I hadn't had to do it previously, so why now? And I would book it. But that day did come. And I did have to realize, hey, you are not the same person that you was prior to that diagnosis. It seemed like when the diagnosis happened, that's when all the symptoms that I wasn't having, I started having. And it just got harder and harder. But the good news is there is life with this. And any other rheumatic disease, chronic illness that you may have. It may be a change in how you live, but you can still live. And considering I don't think none of y'all have ever experienced death, you might want to keep living long as you can. I take each and every day as a blessing. Another opportunity to be a better me each and every day. Even in the midst of my foolishness, my fuckery, I still strive to be a better person each and every day. Just be patient. Be patient with her. It's going to take her a minute to wrap her mind around it, but when she have her breakthrough, she will begin to talk to you about how she's feeling. She'll talk about the disease itself and how it affects her. It ain't going to be easy. It's not. I'm not going to sit here and sugarcoat the shit and tell nobody that shit is easy. It's not easy at all. Because you change your whole life. In the year and some change I've been down here, how many times have y'all seen me go through some type of change? It's constant. But I keep pushing. I refuse to allow it to take me down. I take care of myself now. I don't always do everything I'm supposed to do because y'all know I smoke cigarettes. I ain't supposed to be doing this shit at all. But that's my pleasure. Okay? And then let's just be honest. Nicotine is a drug. It's addictive just like marijuana, crack, and anything else. Only thing is if I don't get a cigarette, I'm not gonna, be coming through your windows, going up in your icebox, stealing your fucking food, trying to get a fucking cigarette, okay? I'm not gonna be stealing from nobody or going to extreme measures. It just makes me moody sometimes, but thank God, I don't have to have them days like that because I always got me a fresh dick on site, and I pray that he removes that from me eventually, but we all got our thing. And that message was very, very powerful to me. And it touched me because, of course, I'm in this game. I'm in this lupus situation. And I'm in it to win it. There may not be a cure in my lifetime. But when I do leave here, one thing you're not going to be able to say is that I did not bawl till I fall, baby. I balled till I fail. Do you hear me? I'm going to continue to do the things. I'm starting this year. Look at me. I'm about to go on a vacation, something I ain't had in years, you know. And I'm going to go on a vacation every year, sometime maybe 2-3 times a year. There's a possibility, don't hold me to it, that I may actually be at the Blackout this year. I'm thinking real strong that I might want to come down and, you know, celebrate the Blackout and enjoy seeing all of my favorite YouTubers. And, you know, I may be lucky. It might be 1 or 2 people in there that's a love thing of mine, you know. There's a possibility I will be there. I don't hold me to it. I'll let you know as the months and the days get near. But, you know, just be patient with people who have a new diagnosis, that, especially one that's going to change their life. I ain't going to lie and tell you this shit don't bother me sometimes, because sometimes I get frustrated. I still get frustrated. Even though I have learned to cope with it, I get frustrated. But I promise you, it's life after this. It is. I'm living proof of that. That's all I wanted to come in and say. I ain't gonna hold y'all long on these black screen, because I don't want nobody saying, like, you know, why she can't get on camera. I just told you why I ain't camera ready. I'm not sick, and I'm not doing a black screen read to nobody. I'm just fucking shit. Feel like talking and didn't feel like doing all the other work involved. And since 3,000 of y'all like my ass, I feel like I could do it. So that's all I wanted to share. I'll be back tomorrow. I know I got my Love and Hip Hop Black Ink crew, and I have the catfish story that I've been promising all weekend that I haven't had an opportunity to get around to. I will get that all up, so y'all will get multiple uploads from me. Probably beginning tomorrow evening on until tomorrow night, and we'll take it from there, child. But I just had to say that because it's hard dealing with lupus. It's hard dealing with any chronic illness. And when a person that's going through it kind of shut down a little bit, just be patient with them. Let them know that they always going to be able to have. Keep mentioning it. I ain't saying wear the person down, don't get on nobody's damn nerve, but just let them know that when they ready, you're there to talk to them. And watch, when she ever break through, she will have that fucking conversation. She'll start talking about it, and you'll see her start incorporating the things that she has to in order for her life to be more, you know, continue to be full and enjoy her life, you know. That's all I had for y'all tonight. I'll see y'all asses back tomorrow. Multiple uploads on my channel tomorrow. Have a wonderful night, and I'll see you guys tomorrow, child. I guess it'll be tomorrow. And anybody want to buy a key, hit me up, because this boy about to drive me up the damn wall. Bye, y'all.